Hi, I'm Brent Maropis, and I'm the CEO of Overgroup. Thank you so much, Venture Atlanta, for the opportunity to speak. Privileged and honored to do so. I'm going to tell you about our platform, H2O. H2O is a complete recurring revenue and customer management solution for communications and technology service providers. And the best way to illustrate the value of H2O is to share a very important customer story with you. We have a client. This client's name is SpectraTel, and SpectraTel is a unified communications provider serving voice data and managed services to companies across the United States. They have a particular interest in serving the multi-location enterprise space, B2B space. But they've got a problem. As they've grown, they needed to compete. And to compete, they needed to get more sophisticated. And to get more sophisticated, their back office became pretty complex. And it looked like this. When I intersected with this company, they had 6 disparate platforms with 8 full-time employees swiveling data between these platforms. They lacked the flexibility and agility they needed to continue to win these enterprise accounts. And they also had full-time employees that they needed on staff just to manage and keep maintenance of these platforms. So what H2O did for them was provide a full end-to-end cloud-based platform that consolidated all 6 platforms to one, and the results were $1 million in OpEx saved. In 2013, they launched our award-winning enterprise customer portal aimed at helping clients just like SpectraTel and thousands of others out there win multi-location enterprise business, a fiercely competitive space to be in regardless of any technology that you're offering. Again, the results were incredible. Their revenue over the last 2 years has grown 40%, and this is a fairly large company. And their close ratio for this space and the enterprise accounts has gone up by 7x. So the great thing I said is that there are thousands more of them. So how does H2O really separate itself? Simple. H2O is the only metered recurring billing solution that rivals enterprise platforms aimed at emerging and mid-market technology companies. You see, these emerging and mid-sized technology companies, many of which are in your portfolios, they need to compete in a fiercely competitive industry, regardless of where they're serving, and there's typically an incumbent. In order to compete, they have to have the same sophisticated and unique pricing strategies to win business. And until H2O, they had only a few very compromising options. One, spend a disproportionate amount of capital to purchase enterprise software, much like their incumbent competitors. 2, they could decide to go with some more flat rate, simple solution that's cheaper, lose competitive advantage and growth opportunities. Or 3, they could go at it alone and try and build it themselves. So H2O is sitting in a massive white space of pent-up demand where these mid-stage companies, under $100 million in revenue, growing, have a need for an enterprise billing solution that offers them the recurring metered solutions that they need to compete and win against the enterprise space at a price point that can be adopted earlier on in their life cycle. And so, how large is this space? Well, today, we target and serve the 6,000 communication service providers and unified communications companies in the United States. Their annual revenue is about $60 billion. With 5 to 10 million in additional capital, we would continue to evangelize this space because we're really good at it. And we'll also take advantage of emerging opportunities where companies are going to be thirsty for a metered billing solution from a company that understands them here and abroad. So now's when some of you probably ask yourself or say to yourself, I like predictable expenses. That's great. But the growing trend and buyer wants to know what they're paying for and pay for what they consume. And the incumbents and the large successful companies out there, the ones that you want to be, we all want to be, they have these strategies in play now. For example, in the Internet of Things, there's going to be 50 billion connected devices by 2020. There's going to be a $500 billion services business enabling it. That industry is enormous. It's going to need to be able to do 3 things. You're going to need network connectivity, mediation, and monetization, and H2O does all three of those today. Additionally, you have SaaS companies that are offering ancillary services to be different, like click-to-call technologies, or pricing strategies like pay by the drip, or things like pay by the storage or space, or by the click. These are all happening today, yet the smaller, the growth stage companies, they're still offering only flat rate pricing, and they're leaving a lot of money on the table. So if you have those companies, and that's great if you like that flat rate and that option, keep it. But we believe, and what we see here is that companies that are offering a subscription model, especially in technology, that don't have a pay-by-the-drip strategy, they're missing opportunity. For us, this growth opportunity and this new emergence of these opportunities is already in place. Today, we have clients that we enable them to monetize technology such as inventory tracking inside of vending machines, logistics, and mobile workforces. And so we're looking to accelerate that growth. Over the past 2 years, very fortunate that we've grown our client base by 132%. We've been named twice to the Inc. 5000 list. We've named twice finalists for the Red Herring Top Technology Company in the United States. And most recently, in the past month, I'm most proud to announce that our company was ranked number 16 by Fortune in their 100 best workplaces for women in America. Revenue has followed customer growth. We'll end this year with 5 million ARR. We're going to 8.5 next year, and onward and upward from there. All clients sign a 3-year license agreement. They can pay upfront, annually, or on a monthly basis. Most notably, we also have a variable component to our pricing. Obviously, we're pretty passionate about that strategy, where we take a percentage of their monthly invoices. And as they grow and meet new milestones, that percentage tiers so that they get better pricing, and we remain the last billing provider they ever need. This is all enabled because of H2O. And this year, we're going to generate $1 million in revenue because of that usage-based pricing. We have a great team. I'm very proud of our team. They're comprised of having unique strengths and similar ambitions. We are a tenacious group. We're bootstrapped to this point. We're going to remain so most likely for the next 12 months and then look to raise $5 to $10 million to really exploit these new opportunities. But complemented by a world-class workforce, we offer 10 years of entrepreneurial experience, web development experience, and shared success with a number of us having had a fair amount of success in sales leadership, operations, and service delivery at CBeyond. Thanks so much for your time, and look forward to talking to those of you who are more interested in our company.